Shit. Sorry, what did you say?
You guys, I wish some of your world-class talent would rub off on me, and it does, but you are definitely more than just PEI talent. You guys are seriously
Oh,
world-class.
Well, thank you.
thank you. And
Thank
Yeah,
you,
uber
Carly.
talented.
oh, thank you.
Uh, thank you. And I had no idea the three of us have like kind of been connected through I didn't realize you two went so far back. And
Way
Yeah, isn't
back.
that funny?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And Jamie, I remember
Wow.
you one time I was at my house in Pownell and we were talking and on the phone and you were like, well, I think that the best business for you would be for you to just to be able to talk to people all day and brainstorm. Just hang out and talk with people. I was like, yeah, that'd be nice.
And so I guess that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know.
Brilliant. Nailed it.
It's funny because Jeff Scales,
Oh my God.
Jeff's son is the same age, well, a year, I guess the same age as Jackie, because Rhonda and I had I was in childbirth classes with them.
Oh
Anyway, yeah, he's, yeah, so it's weird. It's really weird how all of a sudden the babies are now
How
grown
old?
up.
17?
Uh, no, well, Dalton and Jackie both graduated, so first year of college, and so yeah, and
Wow.
it's
Wow.
weird. It's crazy.
Where's Jackie in school? Fredericton?
Jackie's in Fredericton at the New Brunswick College of Craft and Design, and
Ooh.
so they're going to be an artist. They got accepted into a 2-year program for textile design, so they'll be
Ooh.
staying there for another 2 years, and yeah, super happy. So
Very cool.
yeah. You miss your babies. I miss my babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they grow up and leave. That's
Mm.
what happens. You're lucky.
Yeah.
My
That's the
baby's getting
plan.
married in June, which is wacky doodle.
Whoa. Okay.
It is, but
that is wacky.
Yeah.
Married before me. Who knew? Who would think?
Yeah.
were you? Yeah, you're not interested in him. He's a little young for you, Carly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's all working out. I know you only have so much literal bandwidth before
Yeah.
you're kicked off. Is there anything that your grid looks awesome? I need to
Okay.
learn from you. Everything. I love this post too. And did you get my email about the TikTok that I was talking
Yeah.
about? I didn't mean
Yeah,
go TikTok.
that's okay. I have an account, so yes, I can watch
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you send. So I was thinking about call to action, and right now I need the call to action to be the webinar. And so then I've been thinking about the things that annoyed me on social media that tied into one of the grid items. And so I was hoping you could tell me if you think that the post is good.
Yeah, I love it.
And if on LinkedIn, okay, so on LinkedIn, is it best practice still? And I think it is to put the link in a comment or a link directly in the post.
Yeah, in the comment they still say.
Okay.
I don't always do
Thank
that
you.
because sometimes I'm gonna schedule my stuff. So, done is better than perfect, but
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Alrighty. Okay. Perfecto. Thank you.
And I wanted to say too, two things. I can repeat myself if people come later, but one, for hashtags, they're still saying to use hashtags on LinkedIn. They're still trying to push them a little bit. I think like maybe 2 or 3 at the most though. So like a hashtag maybe about what you do, a hashtag about specifically what the post is about, and then maybe a hashtag about your ideal client, like to identify them.
Okay.
And I kind of had like a trigger response, Mo, when you asked me what time of day to post.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't actually answer it. I think that you should play around with it. I like if you're just connecting with people in your time zone, I think it makes sense to do it during business hours. If you're branching out, then that's kind of um more difficult to do, but I would definitely try to do it during business hours so that maybe the most people have a chance of seeing it when it goes live. But yeah, it has such a long tailwind. I wouldn't get too like if you get inspired at midnight, well, whatever. But yeah, so maybe like early morning, mid morning, but play around with it.
Yeah. I get what you're saying though, that it shows up like 3, 4, 6 days afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I have been scheduling my posts for first thing, and I don't feel like they've been doing very good, but I'll just keep an
Your
eye on
posts
it.
are awesome. You're like, I've been seeing them and they're really spot on.
Oh, well, you're like one of the only people seeing them this week. I scheduled them all on the LinkedIn scheduler to try that out this week, and it
Okay.
doesn't seem to be
Getting
showing
a
them
lot
a
of
lot.
views.
Not
Okay.
really, but
Like
I also
what
have,
would be, and like you're not happy about how many views, like 50 or less than 100 or something, or
yeah, it still varies, but like I'm not too worried about it because like I said, I just kind of think about it differently, but I do,
right.
like to play around with it and see. It seems to be maybe for me it's like later in the afternoon or in the afternoon maybe instead of the morning. I'll try that next week or the week after and see.
I was getting like 6, 700 views, but it's always like if I post anything about traveling or like,
That's
any
okay.
rainbow picture or something like that, like,
Mm-hmm.
but when I post something about business or,
Mm-hmm.
my work, then
Yeah.
yeah, not very much.
Yeah, and that's the way it is. Like
Yeah.
if you post a salesy thing too, which you have to do,
Yeah.
um, it's not going to get as much. But that's why I like to kind of build up that reciprocity. Like the more you give and the more value you're giving, then people are used to clicking on your stuff, and so they'll click on it even if it's a salesy post. But it's not going to probably hit the same. That's okay because we're going to be sending stuff to people in messages.
Mm,
So.
exciting. Because yeah.
Yeah,
How do you feel about
that's one I don't, well, my initial response is a no,
I know I don't
but
like messages.
I don't like it, but I trust the process
Yeah.
and I'm sure that there's a way, and I don't know. I'm good. I'm hoping that Carly can make me a believer because
I've
I
sent
don't
thousands and
the only way
thousands
I'll
of
do it is if
messages.
I drop in with a dad joke.
Yeah, why the hell can't you?
That's it. That is what I will do.
Yeah,
I
good.
have a great one. Would you like to hear? Do you want to hear a
Yes.
joke about? Do you want to hear my joke about laundry?
Yeah.
I have loads.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah, I know. I know. But
Mm.
yeah, I guess if we keep our brand voice intact, the messaging won't be so scary.
Yeah. And if we're giving a load too, giving lots instead of
Yes.
just like
Giving
going
loads.
in
Yeah.
and asking for stuff. I like to think of it like your
Yeah.
email. We'll get into it next week next week, but it's fine. I've never been
I
told
have
off.
another question, unless Mo has another. Um. Well. Um. I have a question about contacts and about the network that we have on LinkedIn. Because I was going through everybody that I have in there, and I don't know, there's like 1,000 connections or something, because I've been collecting them forever. I don't know who any of them are except for you and Mo. What? No, that's I know. I know a bunch of them, but at what point, like, do we go in and kind of tidy that up, or do we just kind of let it go and kind of see what happens with the people?
Um, I think you could just like go through and do an initial call if you want to. Um, get rid of people who are just really not going to be your target market, not going to care about your content. You know, if it's bothering you or if it makes you feel awkward having them there in case they see stuff, then yeah, get rid of them if you want. And they
I,
won't be
I don't
notified or
even
anything.
Yeah, I don't even know because like with what I'm doing, like my target audience is more of like an energetic thing. So there could be people from my past who may be a great source of referrals
Mm-hmm.
because that's where like referral marketing is one of my big strategies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but there's so many that have been around like for ages. I guess maybe that's where messages would be good to drop into messages and say, hey, why do we know each other?
Yeah. Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
I've been around, you've been connected to me for a long time,
Yeah.
and I haven't ever said
Yeah.
hi. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good, yeah. Thanks for talking that through with me because who
Does it
knows who's in
say,
there.
does it tell you how long you've been connected with someone for?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Does it? I don't remember ever seeing
Yeah,
that.
I think I think so.
A minute,
Well,
let me
or
look.
maybe it's just because I had a maybe I'm wrong. I know that
No,
the year 2007 is coming to me for Mo, but that's just because Mo recommended me that year maybe.
let me see.
But
Hmm,
that would be a
that
good
would be cool.
thing to
Yeah.
know and to reach out to people and just say we've been connected for a long
Yeah.
time and connected.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because I
Sorry,
do
go
have a
ahead.
lot from like my virtual assistance days and from my real estate day. Like I have a lot of different lives in there. So yeah, thanks for talking that out with me. That's a good idea actually.
Hmm.
And I think though, yeah, thinking of them as a referral base,
Yeah.
I think that's really good. As long as it doesn't bother, like if it's going to stop you and make you uncomfortable, then yeah, get rid of them. But otherwise, I think it's fine. And you're going to
Yeah.
be, ideally, you're just going to be adding to that and probably mostly
Yeah.
communicating with the new people coming in anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for this webinar, like, why not just blast everybody and be like, hey, I'm doing
Yeah.
this. I haven't talked to you in forever, but you never
Yeah.
know, kind of thing in your brand
Yeah.
voice. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
does say that when I look at my network, it says how long I've been connected with
Mm.
them.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
that's cool. 1 year.
Yeah.
Come on, Carly Robbins. Are we doing this or not? I'm gonna ask her. Um, yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
Blast
Good.
them. Blast them all.
What if I got to lose?
What have you got to lose? You know what? The like most negative response you'll probably get is just none at all,
Yeah.
which doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything necessarily.
Dear Mo, my friend Carly is forcing me to message you. And I said I would.
So we're gonna get
Exactly.
into our opening lines and all that next week, Carly, like how
Yeah.
we're going to position ourselves when we contact people. Do you still think that like, hi, I'm not a tech bro, something like that would catch their attention?
Totally. Yeah. Something, it's always nice to have like a little bit of humor,
Yeah.
friendly, short little message that's not like asking for anything for the first couple at least.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
you just got to go in, like if you have a webinar or something, but you're inviting them to a super valuable thing. So
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with
Okay.
that. That's nice. Um,
Very nice.
and I mean, you've probably both been on the receiving end of messages from me or, well, my brother, basically, from someone on PEI, I'm sure.
Well, not so much you, but your client, Stephanie, I get a lot of messages
Yeah,
from.
but that would be me and my brother.
Okay.
So you know how it goes.
I
Yeah.
didn't know Stephanie was your brother.
No, my brother works with me. So
Um, I think I was telling you, Carly, but I recruited my nephew, who's first year at St. Mary's in business, and then my son, who is graduated from engineering. And I've been recruiting them to help me with some ideas and for videos and content and that kind
that
of
is
thing.
awesome.
So
I just noticed on Zoom when I was looking around before I logged into this that you can do clips now. Did you guys try that yet? I think it's
clips,
like
Oh,
Loom,
no.
basically.
clips on Zoom.
Yeah, so you could just, I think, I'm not sure if it takes clips from your recordings like this or if it's like a Loom. But anyway, that's an offer that comes with the free account or whatever I have, not the not the next step up, but
Good to know.
it's new.
We need that for our book club, because my book club co-host and I tend to require clipping whenever we're talking about our book. Yes.
That's cool.
Jamie,
Highlights.
I did what you did, and hi Lori.
Hi.
I went through all of my, I think 2,000 contacts on LinkedIn and just made a list of people that I would want to work with. Like,
that's a good,
kind of what you were saying about like the good energy or the good feeling about the people, right? And then I told Carly that, and Carly, you said like that my goal, just as it is yours too, is to try to kind of expand off of PEI and get new contacts, and that's ultimately, as opposed to what I've always done, maybe you too, which is relying on word of mouth referrals from PEI.
my network is so like, I have very few PEI contacts because of what generally my nature. I've got people everywhere. I think there's a lot of opportunity in PEI that I just haven't been doing any marketing intentionally at all. So there's no limitations for what I'm doing. So there's all kinds of opportunity, but I just need to actually do things.
You are. Perfect.
Yeah. Do more things. Yeah.
Lori, how's it going?
Good. I've been bad. I've been trying to stay on top of my homework. I think I shared it with you. Hopefully I shared it correctly.
Oh, let me see.
I couldn't remember how you said to comment, and I think I did it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm enjoying your chat about connections, because a challenge that I have with LinkedIn is I have a very large percentage of colleagues who are connected. So, it's other immigration people like me, and everybody wants to be connected. Like I've probably had 20 connection requests in the last month, but they're all from other RCICs. And I'm not going to do business with other RCICs. I'm going to do business with the general public.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to position it. I've got a bunch of them sitting there I have not accepted, because I'm deciding whether or not I really want to increase my connection list with more RCICs. So I'd be interested in hearing people's opinions on that and thoughts on that.
Yeah, I get that. That's a good question, because I wonder that too when a marketer sends me a message. I'm like, why? But I think it doesn't hurt if you accept them or anything. There's no limit, but yeah, why? What's the point? So I think if you want to, you can. But as far as like when we're talking about going out and intentionally getting connections, we definitely won't be, unless it's something that you do some sort of like joint venture with. But otherwise, I don't see any point.
Would that be would that be something where, because a lot of my connections are brand strategists, and there's like lots and lots of people I collaborate with who I connect with, but different lines of work. But I wonder if you were connecting with more, I don't even know what an RCIC is, but I assume it's what you do. If you're more of like a resource for each other, and maybe if those people are sharing things that might be of interest to your contacts, you could then be sharing what they're sharing. Maybe it could be a source of content. Maybe I'd have no idea.
Well, it's kind of like if I'm a legal specialist, but only in immigration. So if my entire connection list was all lawyers, I don't do business with other lawyers. I do business with the people who buy legal services. So that's why I'm kind of looking at it. And I teach at the Faculty of Law. So a lot of them are students, right? Which I always want to encourage my students, but how can I get my connection list to grow more organically so that I'm I'm attracting clients.
Yeah, and
No.
I think two things is one, we're going to be reaching out to people ourselves, so that'll help with that. And then when you start publishing content as well, using those keywords and those speaking to those people, that will help as well. But the main thing I think is being proactive about who we want to connect with and finding those people and reaching out.
So that's something that you're going to teach us to do.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
Thank you.
think it's the week after next. So next week we'll be working on our messaging strategy so that the next week when we do connections, we'll be able to hit the ground running. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Robert.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Natalie. For those I haven't met yet, I just missed the first two calls, but trying to catch up and I'm doing the homework, so
You're
yeah,
doing awesome.
trying. Well, except for the first week I found more difficult, but the second one with the content was better.
Oh, good. How are you making out with the profile stuff? I haven't looked at that one in a while. Let me look.
Oh, the first week.
Mm.
I answered the prompts, but I didn't actually create like a paragraph or a text for my profile. I'm resistant to that for some reason.
Okay.
The other task, the quadrant, was a lot easier to work on.
Okay. So what are you finding?
I'll get to it. Sorry?
I know you will. What are you finding is the block with the profile? Let me open it up here.
I think it might just be the having to talk about yourself piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's just harder. So just coming up with resistance, but I'll get to it. Like if you say it's mandatory and I have to do it, then we'll do it.
It's mandatory and you have to do
Okay.
it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna call you in the middle of the night and see how you're doing. So
yeah, I need some kind of consequence, but no, I think
oh, I forgot to tell you guys, if you don't do your homework, it's actually you have to pay again at the end.
okay, yeah. No, that's good. It's good motivation.
Great, perfect. I have your cards on file, I think so.
Sticks and carrots in this program, I think.
What about on your website, Natalie? Like you probably have some copy you can borrow
Yeah.
from there that fits those different prompts that might work for you for your profile.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I had a really great brand strategist copywriter do my website, and I wish I could say it was JL. But another
There's
great
a few other ones.
brand
Yeah.
strategist that we know.
Lots.
So there's a lot of good stuff in there that I can use for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
You
have to
don't
start from
remember
scratch.
there's no prize for like being a marketing
No.
martyr. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my specialty. I may as well, use the experts stuff. So yeah, I can
Repurposing
choose. Yeah,
is
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, I'll have that done by next week.
Oh, great. You can tag me whenever you're ready. I think I figured out now. Did you get the second message where I like assigned you the task? Is that when you could see that I responded?
I
on
did
your
see
doc?
it. Yeah. Do you mean like if it gave me an email notification?
Yeah, because I responded to a couple of places and then I
Yeah.
thought maybe nobody was getting it and I didn't realize I had to like assign you something.
Oh, I think it tells me when you comment, even
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
So that's fine. Yeah.
And you came up with lots of content, so that's great.
Yeah, actually that was fun. I really like the idea of the quadrant because it gives you a structure, and like when I used to come up with content, I found it just hard because I'm like, well, I'll just pick and choose from almost anything that comes into my brain, but this is more
Mm.
it's easier to have that structure in that way with the content buckets and then the fears or the how-tos. I think that was really brilliant. So thank you for
Awesome.
that. Yeah.
And you weren't there, but I said I'll put it together in a content calendar when you get your grid filled out. So hopefully that will help
That's
too.
amazing. Yeah.
But you still have to write it, but hopefully that will help.
It was such a good exercise. I
Ooh,
really liked
awesome.
the exercise too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it was so sneaky. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, I have so many. I didn't even realize what was happening, that I had so many prompts all of a sudden. Sneaky. I
Isn't
was
it
just answering
wild? You could
questions.
like spend an
Yeah.
hour writing one post, or you could spend an hour coming up with 90
Yeah.
ideas. 90,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Right. But our homework for this week was to create the ideas, not write the posts, or were we supposed to write the actual post?
Yeah, there's a spot on the bottom. You can put one or two kind of rough
Okay.
drafts or first shitty good drafts, however you need to think about it so you don't feel too much pressure. And then we can go over it if you want. You can tag me. So the idea was I just wanted you to get the ideas, fill out the grid so I could do your calendar for you, and get one or two posts drafted. Without thinking about like, oh, do I want to do a poll or a carousel or add a graphic or whatever? Just get in the habit of building that muscle.
Right.
And then you can
Content.
publish it.
Okay.
And then you can tell us, whoever publishes, and we can go put some love on it.
Right. And when are we posting this? Next?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Would it be helpful to do a like crappy post challenge? No pressure challenge, maybe is a nicer way of saying it.
Yeah.
No pressure post. Okay, we can do that. I'll get your calendars and then the heat is on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And Robert, you had tons of great ideas too.
That was fantastic. That's great. I love that. I was
Awesome.
surprised actually how much I come up with, but not only is when I did the draft post, it was really easy. It only took me maybe 10 minutes for each one rather than kind of sitting there thinking through a whole bunch of things. And I love that it comes at it from different perspectives. So one time you're talking about, the challenge, another time you're talking about what they're facing, the issues they're facing, and then you're talking about how how your values align with theirs and all of that stuff. So I thought it was a fantastic tool, and I'm set for half a year now. I just
Yeah,
need
no,
to,
seriously.
I got about 50 things in there, so I just need to spend a few minutes every week and put a couple of posts together. And so that's great. I really appreciate that
Yeah,
approach and
that was
that
awesome.
tool.
You've got so much. And it might be helpful, like if you're going to sit down for an hour or two and do like all the how-to posts, like once you're on a roll, so you're not switching context and just like draft them all. And then when it comes to publishing it, you might tweak it a little bit or something, or you might have a whole new session where you get it all ready. But it's easier to batch it when it's all organized that way.
And would it be better
No,
I had thought that it'd be better to post different ones, like not concentrate on one area, post all of those and then another, but mix it up more?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you went across for the different categories, then you'd make sure you were hitting them wherever they are on the client journey, wherever they are on like awareness of your product or their pain, whatever. So I think, if you had like a launch or something, you might be really attacking one thing, but generally you'd want to go across the board and make sure you're telling a whole story by hitting it each one.
Yeah. And I'm wondering about the when of the posting too. I'm a little concerned that I start doing it now before I assume part of this course is going to be reaching out to connections and expanding our network quite a bit. And I'm wondering if there's value and not, or maybe the post helps us to expand the network. Now we should start now, but my question is, should I have a better network first, or should I post first, or does it matter?
Yeah, just go for it, because while we're building our networks, these new people aren't going to see the things you posted 6 months ago, a year ago, a month ago. So the beauty of this thing is too, like you can take your stuff and keep sharing it. You don't have to do something new every day for the rest of your life. So you'll be using it again. You'll get lots of life out of it.
Okay.
So yeah, jump in when you feel ready, go for it.
Thank you.
So exciting. I can't wait to see everybody's posts and while I'm scrolling through.
I think I might, you just inspired me, Robert. I think that I might get a little journal, like a little five, the little 5 divider little journals. And like if I see when I see mistakes, like I could take my grid and kind of keep it in my purse or on my desk, so that if there's a how-to I think of, so that I can have it actually at the ready, because if I do not do something like that, this is going to be forgotten in a file on the computer after this is over. So I'm thinking even Post-its on the wall in my office, but I'm going to get myself a little content journal for mistakes and fears and all those kinds of things.
Awesome. I'm going to also do that content
Yeah,
journal.
it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of capture it as you go along and sort of
yeah.
a visual or like, do you find it, Jael, that it'd be easier for you to remember to look at this physical book rather than go find it on your computer sort of thing?
I think what it would do is train me to look for the opportunities. Right. So like kind of train me to get used to connecting the dots. So if I'm in a situation and I see a post that, oh, that's a mistake that relates to strategy, that this could come first, and I could, so just getting used to looking at the world as content, which I do anyway. If I had like a portable version, I think that's more what it is like a, I guess it would kind of go both ways, but I think stuff all the time and then lose it. But all those thoughts that could fit. And the brilliant thing about the grid also is the call to action for each of the things too, because that's always been my, I've always been hesitant or resistant to the call to action, because the sales piece is the piece I've always kind of pushed to the side, but this lets you be more original and strategic about it too. So I think I'm definitely going to do that and bring it with me.
That's a great idea.
Nice.
I'm going to steal that idea.
I don't steal my journal though.
Okay, no, that would be weird.
It'll be worth a lot of money.
Yeah. So one thing I do for clients, because I have to organize so many people's content, and I don't always get their brains to give me all this great grid stuff, is I'll have another kind of like another step down grid where it's like Mondays I'm going to do motivational or inspirational content from the content that would have come up with, like you did. Tuesdays would be like, what's their philosophy, or how are they different from their industry? And Wednesdays would be like video, if they have videos, or their lead magnet, post about their lead magnet. Thursdays would be like a sale, like talking about signing up for something, going somewhere. Friday would be more of like an engagement kind of post, like a little bit lighter about the things you have in common, instead of just sharing your value and your knowledge. So I don't know, because I didn't want to get in the weeds too much, but that's another way to kind of help you really organize what you're going to talk about, and without, so you're like, Monday I'm going to share a quote and I'm going to tie it into a mistake. If that is helpful, I can explore that with you too, but I don't want to get like too in the weeds either. So you guys can let me know what you think. What would be helpful?
It's kind of like having a meal plan where it's like Taco Tuesdays. I feel like that helps sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm like, are you
Tuesdays,
keto? Are you like, what do you need? I'm here to help. I've got lots of hacks from, doing it for years, and trying different systems. But I know everybody would prefer something different, or there'd be less friction with one way or the other.
I would find that helpful, Farley, if you could. Yeah. I mean, you just ran through it quickly, but Do you mean to get into it a little bit further or send it out or?
Yeah, well, maybe I'll use you and I'll as a guinea pig for that way, and I'll show you and everybody, and you guys can choose. So you can see what I mean. So that's
Okay.
probably be more helpful.
I think that with the minimal amount of posting I'm doing right now, I wouldn't go every day. Like just
Mm.
for me, it might not be something like
You don't
that
have
because
to, yeah.
I'm going to try to post once a week consistently. That's
Mhm.
what I've been as a goal, to, like as a minimum.
Mhm.
If it's twice a week, then great. So it could be, yeah, it might look different than something every day.
That's great.
I'm just getting out of my yearly post era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Slow down, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, oh,
No,
I
my
haven't posted on Facebook since 2022. Cool. So, one step at a time. Yeah.
Well, this week is designed to get you thinking about it, get some ideas, start working that muscle. And then in a couple of weeks, we have another time where we'll sit down and we're going to like, schedule them so you don't have to sit down and do this because you get busy. That's
Yeah.
classic service delivery trap. You get busy, you drop off on your own marketing. So it's better to just batch it, get it done, get it off your plate.
Mhm.
Anybody have any questions about their content or about anything at all so far or anything at all?
Yes, I'd like to know Jamie and Natalie's last name so I can ask them to be my friend on LinkedIn.
Oh, Man is mine. Jamie Lee Mann.
McMahon?
Mann, MANN.
Okay.
And I'm Arsenault. And Natalie spelled with an H.
Great, thank you.
But yes, I will
We'll
look out
watch for it.
for that. Yeah.
Carly, you gave really nice feedback about my post, but I had asked about a call to action. I was struggling with the call to action, and Jamie, you just mentioned that too. So
whoops,
have you
okay.
talked about that yet, or?
No. Let me go to your post. I think it's a good habit to always add a call to action, even if it's not a sales one, like comment below, weigh in, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Always good to like, practice asking for it. And then when you're asking for something that might make you feel more uncomfortable, like register for this, sign up for this, then it doesn't feel as uncomfortable. Let me see your post. Oh yeah, so you did a throwback. That's awesome. You need a good call to action. Oh, I see that. Okay. So I think a good call to action would be to get people to watch your webinar to learn more about how to bring AI to their.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty standard. Yeah. I was just wanting kind of a clever way to say it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, geez, I think clear over cute anytime. So click here to watch the webinar where I'll go into this. I don't think you can beat that. I'll put some at the end here. I wonder what your handy ChatGPT would say are some good calls to action.
Good idea.
Click the link in the comment below to watch my free 30-minute training on X, where you'll learn 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh man, it's so nice to see all these little grids filled out. A+ all around.
Told you you're a good teacher.
Thank you. Well, if nobody has questions, you can use this time to work on a post or filling out your grid or finishing your profile or anything at all. Or you can log off if you have not a lot of internet because you're in a igloo.
A treehouse. Yes, it looks like I'm in Epcot. Yeah, I'm gonna log out. See you guys later.
Yeah, me
next
too.
time.
Bye.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Carly, I think I'm gonna log out too. I've just been like on full speed all day.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna sit and make myself do some writing, finishing some stuff up. I did share with you my notes.
Yeah, I just saw those. I didn't see that. I didn't get an email about them, so I'll go over those too.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind setting up some time to go through it with you.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you
okay.
my calendar.
Right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on Monday, right?
Monday. Yep.
Okay. Have a good week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Dun dun dun. Now there's 3.
Depending on what your plan is, I could stay on and work on my.
Yeah, go for it. I'm here till 5:30, so whatever you need.
I'm going to sign off as well, so you have the floor, not leaving.
All right,
Great
nice to
job
meet
with
you.
all your content, Robert. Great job.
No, thank you for your guidance. It's going to be really good. I'm really happy with the way it's going. So thank you.
Yay. Good job. Thank you.
Have a good rest of the week.
Thanks, you
You too.
too. See you soon. What do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on your profile? Do you want to silently work? Can I help you in any way?
I should
questions
probably do
from-
the, yeah, should I do the profile first? I feel like I wanted to avoid that one and just get into the content, but should I finish that first? It's just like it's I think it's the intimidation too of having to find something that's like representative of, it's like on your profile page, you know, it's like it has to be good. It's not just one post.
It doesn't, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not set in stone. You can change it, you can tweak it, but let me go back to your thing. You're probably like way closer than you feel like you are.
Yeah, I think I just like wrote stuff, but now I
Okay.
gotta like write it in a copy way. I could open, yeah, I should open Shannon's the difference map. She
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
a bunch of
Get your
good
website up
stuff
too.
in there.
What's your website?
It's alignsolutions.ca.
Oh, I love that picture of you.
Yeah, I don't even remember what's there. I haven't been on my website in a while.
You're
I'll
looking
go-
at a whiteboard and it's like, why, what, how? I love it.
Oh yeah.
Transformative strategic planning and coaching for purpose-driven leaders. Okay, what's wrong with that being your headline?
Nothing.
I think that's great.
Okay, I'm gonna go look on, like, is that the headline? So what do I have right now? I have strategic, is it like, right now I have strategic planning facilitator and coach.
1 sec, I can't see whose thing I'm on. I need to put everybody's names in the actual doc. Okay, say that again. I found it.
Like right now, is that my headline? Like sort of my title is strategic planning facilitator and coach.
That's what you have right now on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, okay, say it again.
Strategic planning facilitator and coach. But then I have it French too. That's why
I
it's,
think
yeah.
I like the one that's on your on your website, transformative strategic planning and coaching.
Coaching.
Purpose, because you want to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It there's the added like who I'm doing it for, basically.
Yeah.
For
So the purpose.
purpose-driven leaders.
Mhm. So
but
maybe
then
we just want to get a little bit more drilled down with that part, the purpose-driven leader.
for the headline,
Yeah. Because are you wanting to target business owners now?
yeah. Well, that's part of the non-clarity. But yeah, business owners, or it doesn't matter like if they are a nonprofit leader.
Okay.
So that's why the purpose-driven leaders is more broad. So it
Mhm.
could be a business, as long as they have like vision and passion and they're a leader, then I can work with them.
I wonder, what do you think if it was purpose-driven leaders and business owners?
Because
I
you
know
don't think leaders, you don't think business owners would relate to being a leader. Is that how you feel?
maybe not. I don't know. I'll ask around to see what the kind of like I did with Mo, because
I like that though. That's a good point. Like would you feel like that's for you?
no,
Purpose,
like for
yeah.
me, that's why I don't know if I'm biased, but my thought would be leaders, I would think like a CEO, like not a business owner, but working in a
Right.
related
Like
company or something
management
maybe.
position,
Yeah.
not small business owner. Okay, no, that's a very good distinction. I like that. I like that.
So, or you could say um, leaders in, uh, what's it called? What is it called? The people who work in like an ED, they work in
Nonprofits?
nonprofits. Yeah. Purpose-driven leaders in nonprofit and private sector. Well,
Yeah, purpose-driven nonprofit leaders and business owners?
yeah,
Maybe
purpose-driven. Yeah. Oh, you're in
like,
there.
yeah,
Cool.
nonprofit leaders and business owners?
Yeah, I like that.
Wow, that's a long title. But this is like, so this isn't my title. Is that what you talked about? Is it's like it's not supposed to be your title?
Yeah, like if you just said owner, founder of Align Solutions,
Right.
that
Doesn't say
doesn't,
much.
no, I don't know what that means, or if
Right.
that has anything to do with me.
Right. It's more who you're talking to and why should they care?
Yeah, because anytime you're going to send a connection request, they'll see your name, your picture, and this title. Or if you post something or you comment on something. So it's better to have that information in it as opposed to the name of your business. Unless you're like the owner of Coca-Cola. I mean, who's going to be like, whoa?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So like if I say I'm a strategic planning facilitator, they're just like, yeah, what is that? Like
I would be, but then maybe I'm not your target market. I don't know.
no, I think a lot of people will be like, okay, that's not for me necessarily. So this is more like it's like a sales pitchy thingy. Yeah. No, I understand. It's not too long.
I don't think so. Let's try it on your.
I'm gonna put it on my LinkedIn.
I also like that you have transformative and purpose driven, and like those words are really telling me when I look at it that you're going for like, you're going for a, a different kind of person than like, I don't know, if you were going to talk about like hard-nosed business stuff and like a cold corporate suit and tie kind of strategic planning, like it's an important distinction, I think.
Yeah, I think that Shannon sort of she came up with the purpose driven because I think that I kept talking about like helping people with their why, and they
Mhm.
have to have that, that need to sort of, yeah, have they're purpose driven, I guess. They have like a goal and a vision and are wanting to see it through.
Mhm.
So there's that piece. But yeah, does it have the connotation of like purpose driven? Do you think of like impact and sort of like social purpose, or can it just be a business owner that's like, I don't know, like, has a purpose for their business?
Yeah. It's funny that you're saying this because I was just thinking the other day, I was like, well, I have a purpose, but it's not like a deep need to like heal the world or something, which is what I think people mean when they say purpose driven. But as a business owner, I don't, yeah, I have a purpose and I'm driven, but I don't know if that's what that
Right.
means to when people use that term. Do you know what I mean?
I absolutely know what you mean. I think that that's very interesting. Like, because I would see you as a target audience. Like, I'm thinking that more and more my target audience is like small businesses,
Mhm.
women-owned small businesses. And like, I'm not quite ready to say like women-owned yet. Like, I'm getting
Mhm.
there. But well, like working with JL is a good example of that, where like if I'm developing this more like a customized kind of coaching thing,
Mhm.
I can see myself working with small businesses or like solo, preneurs or very small
Mhm.
businesses. So in that sense, like, is it purpose driven? Well, the business serves your purposes in your life. Like that, basically that's how I see it, is that like the business serves your own purposes. Like you have your goals in your life. And I'm trying to align like your business to serve your life, what you want,
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we should try exploring that for a little bit. Like what's the benefit as opposed to
the per the ideal, or as
yeah.
opposed to target market.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, okay, let me go back to your sheet. Transformative strategic planning and coaching for purpose-driven nonprofit leaders and business owners. So like, what about, I'm just gonna brainstorm, helping align your, we need to work with this, your purpose with your business
And
through
and
strategic. I'm brainstorming. I'm not going to turn on my editing brain. Helping align your purpose with your business through strategic planning, and then you could have like a line to break it up and be like uh, planning and coaching for small business and nonprofit leaders or something like that. Like you could have that part last, and the first part is more like what the
yeah.
journey is like, because yeah, then it's like, yeah, if your purpose is to have a business that you love working in, or to change the world, or to feed starving children, or whatever your purpose is, then
Mm.
you'll fill that in yourself. Does that make sense?
You'll fill it out
Like you'll
yourself.
fill in what purpose means.
Oh yeah.
Instead of purpose
Yeah,
driven,
totally.
to me means something different. Purpose driven is
Ah,
um like uh like a purpose driven, like you care about the planet or
commission.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, mission.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I like really love this dissecting. Um, because so the helping align your purpose with your business through strategic planning.
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly how you would
Even
say it, but that I kind of idea.
yeah, even remove helping align your purpose with your business and nonprofit, and then take away through strategic planning, and then have the services like the second part.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you said strategic planning and coaching. I actually thought about this morning. I had a moment where it came to me. It was like, it was actually like very similar to that, like this line.
Mhm.
And then it was like, yeah, it was like strategic planning, like facilitation and coaching. But that the first part would be, yeah, helping align your purpose. Yeah, like I usually say, I help, and then I say like the target market, like, you know, business owners and nonprofits
Mhm.
align their, and I could remove that part, but align their goals with their why and their purpose. I guess the purpose is the why. So I helping align with your purpose. Anyway, I could use ChatGPT and ask how to formulate it.
Mhm. Oh, let's see.
I feel like there's an easier way to say this. It's all the same words. Helping align your purpose with your business through strategic planning.
Yeah, sometimes ChatGPT helps you like figure out what you don't want just as much as it helps you figure out what you
Yeah,
do want.
that's
Can
true.
write this clearly. Let's see what it says. Not too long.
I usually say I help organizations and businesses align their mission.
Whoa, listen to this one. I don't love all of it, but I like some of it. Empowering purpose-driven entrepreneurs to achieve bold goals and live fulfilling lives through strategic alignment.
Yeah, I like that. Like if I were at a point where I was strictly working with business owners, like I think the problem is I have two services, okay? Like I have the strategic, well, I have three target markets. I'm confusing myself here, but if I'm working with nonprofits, I'm helping the organization align with their mission. That's clear. If I'm working with a team, so like Hijinks is a new client of mine now.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a strategic planning session for their team.
Okay.
So that's like aligning their team with their mission, with their vision. So it's more like a team engagement thing, but I think it's still going to be strategic planning. So it's still like, so there's nonprofits, then there's businesses with a team, and then there's businesses with no team.
Okay.
And businesses with no team is a bit different than businesses with a team.
Yeah, I think that's okay. So aligning nonprofit. I'll polish it up. Nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
Organizations, teams, and solopreneurs. We can work this
Or
up.
small, yeah, I like small businesses.
Or what about entrepreneurs?
Entrepreneurs. I like entrepreneurs because that could be solo, like that could be Jael or even Ash, like, but she's still like small business still, even though she has a team. So, but the teams is like, yeah, it kind of makes it a bit more, I mean, the teams is a bit new actually for me. So it's just like, it's just evolving, right? But that's okay. It doesn't have to be, I gotta remind myself, this doesn't have to be forever.
No, but I also think you're doing the same thing. It's not like you're a jeweler, a car salesman, and a chef.
No,
You know, it's like, how do
no.
you make that? Like, you're gonna have to pick one. This is kind of this. I think it makes sense to say I work
Okay.
with these three groups and to do this. So,
Okay. Aligning nonprofits, teams, and entrepreneurs with their purpose,
with their
their
purpose,
why, their purpose, or their mission. I don't know what resonates more.
with their, well, okay, let's just try this out. Purpose, mission, and goals through strategic
Yeah, I like that.
planning. And then you can say strategic planning, facilitation, and coaching.
Right. Do I need to repeat The strategic planning part.
Okay, just
Aligning nonprofits, teams, and entrepreneurs with the purpose, mission, and goals through strategic planning methods.
yeah, I love that.
Well, through my alignment process or something. Through my I don't know.
Strategic planning. Aligning, I don't know. I kind of like just saying strategic planning because wait, what were your ideas of like my signature alignment program?
Yeah, or maybe not signature because that means I have just one, but it's like an alignment process that I kind of adapt depending if it's a nonprofit, a team, or a solopreneur.
Okay. Strategic planning. Through strategic planning. What were you gonna say?
Nonprofits, team, and entrepreneurs with their purpose, mission, and goals. Yeah, I like that.
Through a strategic planning through my no. Marco, can you let the cat in, please? Sorry, he like goes up in a bush and stares at me and yells.
Yeah, I feel like saying through a strategic planning process sounds a bit lame.
Yeah,
right?
I kind of like through strategic planning, like just
Okay.
not cutes it up, just what is it so people know clearly.
Okay. Okay.
And then
I'm gonna go with this, I think.
Strategic planning. So then you could just say facilitator.
Yeah.
Or you could have your process. Like if you're like the 3M strategic planning or facilitator or something. 3M, I'm just making that up, facilitation and coaching.
Ooh.
But I think you could just say facilitator.
Yeah.
Facilitator and coaching and coach.
Facilitator and coach. Yeah, it's essentially facilitation and coaching. Like that's the way. The roles, the roles are strategic planning and coaching to achieve the strategic planning process. So that makes sense.
Yep, definitely facilitation and coaching. Maybe more like verby. What do you think about aligning nonprofits, teams, and entrepreneurs with their purpose, mission, and goals through strategic planning? I like the like threes and threes. I like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
nonprofits, teams,
I like it.
and entrepreneurs.
Oh, it has to be caps, eh?
Well, I don't know if it does. But
it's more formal, like
I think so, yeah.
it's kind of like a title.
You could leave these words uncapped. Purpose, mission, and goals.
Yeah, emphasize those words, yeah.
So then with through.
This is great.
Strategic planning.
Nice. That looks good.
I like it.
I like it. Thank you. I feel like it looks more. No, I really like this. Thank you very much. It's great.
I like your hook. I've been asking the question why for as long as I can remember. I like that because it's like, you know, that people say that children ask that or like toddlers are like, why? Like you kept asking.
Yeah, I guess I
where
kept
like
I
everybody
kept
accepts the
asking.
status quo, but you keep asking.
I definitely keep asking, yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. I continued. Mm.
It's hard to see the forest from the trees and know what is important. You feel overwhelmed with all the competing demands. There are so many directions that you could go in. How to decide? So in this case, where we have um, uh, these people, these three people, nonprofits, teams, and entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
it might be cool to explore what if we had a pain point for each of those.
Okay, I
So
like
no,
that.
so no matter who finds themselves here, they'll be able to see, okay, she knows what,
Oh my
what
God,
we're
that's
going
really good.
through.
This is really good. I don't have to worry about choosing just one. I really like this.
Yeah, like it's the same.
One market, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So their pain point for the nonprofits, that's the one
mhm,
I know the most probably.
okay.
Um, Probably the second one. I mean, for businesses too, feeling overwhelmed and competing demands there.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel for nonprofits, it's like they're pulled in many directions and it's hard to prioritize and know what direction to go in.
And then, so going even deeper, it's like because they're trying to appeal, not appeal, but anyway, lack of a better word, appeal to their board and their
Yeah,
mandates as well as their clients or their
members. Yeah.
members.
Yeah, many different competing demands for their time. And yeah, there's that. But then like I think a lot of it is that they don't have a good strategic plan or they don't know how to use it. So
Mhm.
they're just like spinning their wheels and they don't know what direction, what to prioritize like every day. What's important? What are we trying to do here? A lot of the like there's so many layers to this I could talk about for a while, but there's not knowing why they're doing what they're doing is the main thing. Like, what are we trying to do here? And how do we align with that? And
Right.
how do we decide what to prioritize? And
Yeah. So
there's so many.
that will come out of the why it's not their fault.
Oh, okay, I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's not your fault that you don't know what direction to go in because you don't have a plan. You weren't taught that
Right.
you have to have a plan that takes all of that into consideration while still making sure you know your why or
Mm. Yeah, some have a plan and then their direct plan isn't good, but yes, I just added it to the rocks thing.
Okay. So for teams, what's their pain point? There's like why did Ash want you to talk to her team or work with her team?
Yeah, or target tours. It's like,
Mm,
yeah, what's the commonality there? It's like they they want the team to have the same vision, basically.
all right.
So I don't know what the pain point is, but like maybe misalignment or something within the team.
Yeah, so you'd be talking to the Ash, not the people in her team in this, right? I assume.
Talking
Like,
to the leader, yeah.
yeah, so your team is mm, this needs to be worded better, but obviously your team is like they're busy working on their own projects, but don't have the bigger picture in mind or aren't unified, um,
Yeah.
collaborating, engaged.
Yeah. It's like all of that. Like they might not have a clear picture of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
It may not have been involved in creating the vision.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is like I'm even thinking of Tractile. I don't know if you know them.
Mm-mm.
Startup. They contacted me or wanted me to work with them at some point. I need to follow up. Because they have a vision, but
Mm-hmm.
their team doesn't really know what that vision is. They have, they're growing, they've onboarded
Okay.
a bunch of new employees and they need them all to feel that vision.
Okay, so let me just get it out of my brain before it's gone. Your busy and growing team isn't
Mhm.
isn't aware of your values and missions or goals, overarching mission.
Yeah,
Your
maybe isn't aware and engaged in your mission, vision, and values. Like it's like all of it. Yeah, vision, maybe like mission, why are you doing what you're doing, and the values. Like I think a part of it is creating those values. It's like company culture stuff.
yeah, and like what happens if they don't? Like are they
Yeah,
missing
well
out
that's
on brand growth or like business because everyone's not on board or
well, how I see it is that it affects company culture and engagement. So if they're not rowing in the same direction, like they get disengaged, then they're like not motivated because they don't know what direction they're going in. Like you kind of need a roadmap. Like if you're just going on a trip and you're like, well, I don't have a destination, you're kind of like, yeah, I don't. So it's kind of like having that driving force. Um, yeah. So like disengagement of the team, and like I see it related to employee retention as well. Yeah, that's good. The team is busy and growing and is knowing some directions. Yeah. It's like maybe it's also the problem because there's many problems you could pinpoint, right? But I think one of the problems is like your team is growing and it's growing faster than you're able to like get your team engaged with the vision.
ooh, your team is growing faster than you can align them with
Y-
your
Yeah,
vision.
like it's not really on board, but kind of get them engaged and on board with the vision, get them on board with the vision, maybe. I think that's a good wording.
Faster than you can get them on board with your vision.
Hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, the team is busy and growing.
Is
Okay,
growing
your team's
faster than you can get them on board with your vision.
yeah, that's actually more concise.
And then for entrepreneurs, I would it be like you're so busy working in your business, you've lost track of why you have one in the first place or why you started one in the first place or
Absolutely, that would be one of them. Yeah. I feel like
you was this
hard to
one?
pick just one.
I know.
Like there's the overwhelm, but I think that's a good one that can speak to people. You're so busy working in the, I like that. It's a good angle.
Overwhelmed working in your business. You don't remember why you started in the first place.
And yeah, why you started and why I was gonna say I'm just brainstorming like why it's important to you, but maybe more like that's sort of the same and where and why it matters or where are you going?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Or you you've lost the passion for your mission that you had when you started.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't want to like, I'm scared to narrow it down too much because it could be that, but like if you think of Jamie Lee, she still has the passion. She's
Mm-hmm.
just more like, where do
Okay.
how do I get to my goals? There's different, problems.
Um, okay.
You've lost maybe sight of how to get to your goals or even what your
Your
goals
big
are,
goals or even what they are.
or even what they are. Yeah, it could be both, right? Like,
Yeah.
what would it be for you? If this were what would be your problem? like as an entrepreneur? Would it be the vision, clarity on that? Would it be the overwhelm and different priorities?
Yeah, I think it would for me, it would be definitely working in my business. So I've lost the plot of like why in the first place.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that boat.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I could do a bit more in market research.
I
Like,
guess that's
what is
why
the problem, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, my purpose is to pay my bills. I don't know. But that's not true, because if I'm not doing something like this that I like, then I'm miserable and I hate it. So, you know,
Yeah.
I
It's to do
definitely,
something you enjoy and to remind yourself of what that is and aligning, doing more stuff that you enjoy. Now you're actually developing a coaching program. And so you're doing the alignment stuff because that's something you enjoy and you're
yeah.
still making money, you know,
Mhm,
so you are doing it.
mhm. I'm
But
doing
you're
it.
right. It's not just like making money. It's more than that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Some people that's enough, but most people probably not. And that's
No,
where
most
purpose driven would come in.
who would choose to be an entrepreneur? Like it's it's so much work, right?
I know, but you don't know. You don't know when you start. You're like, oh, that'll be easy. Like, what is that? The Dunning-Kruger effect, where it's like you're the most
Yes.
confident when you know the least.
Yeah, that's why we all started it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like this. Overwhelmed working in your business, lost sight of how to reach your goals or even what they are. Yeah.
And so you could even say, does this sound familiar?
Does this sound, yeah, those are just examples. It could be other things, but yes.
Yeah.
Does this sound familiar?
Um, what?
Does this sound familiar? Is that one of the like titles?
That's one. Well, that would be like a way of leading into the 3 pain points. Non-profit as,
Gotcha.
yeah. So you'd be like, your intro, your hook, and then um, does this sound like you, or does this sound familiar, or do you lay awake at night, or you just lead right into, do you have a lot to do, and wait, what is this? This is not what we were just working on. No wonder you were confused. This is.
Do any of these sound familiar or
Yeah.
or do
Does this
any of
sound familiar? You're pulled in different directions, trying to appease your board. I know that's not the right word for their mandate clients. I don't know, those words, but that idea, team,
yeah,
like you don't have to say teams. This is just for us to
right.
organize it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like breaking it down by target market. It's helpful.
It could even be like, you're not alone. And then you can list these all. Your superpower. Okay.
Maybe superpower could be asking the right questions.
Um,
To help you get clarity.
and how would you sum up even though there's these 3 different markets where it's tweaked a little bit, how would you sum up what you do? Like literally you would meet with them and facilitate a strategic planning session
Yeah, typically. Depending on like if it's a business, it would be the core thing, I think would be the strategic planning session. If it's a nonprofit, it's like way more involved than that. There's like consultations with different stakeholders, surveys, like research. So I don't
Wait.
even get into that because like I
No, I
almost
don't. Yeah, I don't think you need to get into that. Like, people don't care how, they just care.
how.
Yeah, they care
Yeah.
what they're
Result.
gonna get. Yeah. So you would be helping them gain clarity, or helping them, whatever the antidote to these three things would be, helping you know what direction you're going in, a lot, bring your team on board to the mission, and um, keep you on a path to reaching your goals, or something like that, with a tailored strategic planning package.
That's good. Are you gonna remember that?
Helping, okay, I'm not editing, helping you um, find your, let's just, direction, get your team on board with your mission and and keep you moving in the direction of your goals with a customized strategic planning package.
I like that. Yeah, I think I don't want to go customized, but that's literally what I'm
Okay.
doing. So I'll
Mm.
just, I could put it.
Or we could do with a strategic planning package tailored for your
Needs. It's a bit lame, but
tailored for your industry.
I see what you're saying. Trying to, yeah. Well,
Tailored for you. Tailored. Customized.
Yeah, it's basically customized.
Yeah. It doesn't have to mean like you start from scratch with each person, but it's like
It is customized. It
customized
is,
for
that's it.
those
That
three
is,
groups.
yeah. But like what I'm really doing is like customizing. I'm trying not to, but yeah, let's go with that for now. I like
Okay.
that.
I have been strategic planning. So something like building on my
Good.
17 years of experience in.
So that I had a hard time with. Management. I think I like realized that I have management experience in most of the like there's no like it's actually like 19 years of like I was trying to find the thread. So I realized that the thread is like working with like working in teams, working with like in community engagement, like kind of stuff. Engaging people in I stole it from somebody. I saw somebody had like 20 years experience in working in group engaging groups or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a good thread.
So 19 years, building on my 19 years of experience engaging
with groups and yeah.
With groups in nonprofit and private sector.
Yeah, like I guess. I mean, it's mostly nonprofit, but the business side of things, it's like
and small business.
I started my own businesses, so it's not really like business. That would be my biz experience, but I don't even want to say nonprofits because then it kind of limits it to nonprofits. It's more like, you know, like I worked in Africa, like you know, it's like very broad stuff.
Across
So I was trying,
sectors and maybe like with groups across, I don't know, really know
and
what
finding
sectors you mean.
solutions, like, I don't know.
Industries and borders. Let's just workshop this.
Yeah.
19 years of experience engaging with groups across sectors, industries, and borders. Okay.
Borders, ooh.
It's a what? It's just the way my brain works. Love that. I will. Let's see. What does ChatGPT say?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I hate when I didn't put the thing in and starts answering. It's like, what are you putting together? I didn't turn by accident. Drawing from, okay, let's see what it says. Let's look at the grape juices flowing. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just noticed that the thing I stole from somebody was it's just if you scroll down a tiny bit.
Oh, you put it there?
Yeah, stole this from someone else. Like I saw it on their LinkedIn. If you want, and she said, if you want to access my 19 years experience in working with groups, and then she said like what kinds of stuff she did with groups.
Ooh, that's great. I love that.
So that's what I was thinking of doing. I'm actually trying to calculate how many years. I don't know if it's 19 or 17. It's more than 17. It might be 20.
Let's go with 20.
Okay.
Nice round number. And then you can just use it for a couple years without updating it just to be safe.
Yeah, it's like I'm 42 years old. I've been working for a long time now.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go with it.
Is this what we just got? Yeah. Strategic planning and leadership development. Does that work? Leadership development?
Leadership development is good, actually. I really like that. I've been doing that even since high school.
Aw, look at you
Leadership.
living your life's purpose.
Well, like leadership development, it's always been something I've been involved with, not, I mean, yeah, like student council or like, you know, just doing training and leadership and stuff. So yeah, that's good. Drawing from my, so yeah, what does ChatGPT say? My track. Oh, and you can go if
Oh,
don't
I'm
want to
good,
keep you.
but you can keep you tell me if you have to go. This is the
Okay, well,
ChatGPT part.
I'm good, but don't want to, you need to tell me too.
Okay. I'm good.
My track record speaks volumes with an innate knack for strategic thinking that spans informal engagements. Oof, fancy. Informal engagement to formal management roles. I've honed my skills over 17 years in management, not business environments. Interesting. As a multi-potentialite, I thrive on collaborating with diverse teams to uncover innovative solutions. I really like this, actually. Might be a bit long for the purposes of what we're trying to.
Yeah, let's see what it says. I'll get to make it shorter and a little more clear.
I really like the wording, though. Trust in my proven ability to navigate complex challenges.
All right, this is much shorter. Let's see what it says. I said I like the wording, but I need it to be shorter.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Bringing, I'm going 20 here. So why do we have to say it twice? Bringing 20 years of cross-sector experience, I excel What about just I excel in strategic planning and leadership development with 20 years spanning management, nonprofit, and business roles? My innate strategic mindset drives results. What about just I thrive on collaboration, leveraging diverse perspectives to navigate complexities and achieve trust in my proven ability to align vision with action and drive meaningful change. Look at your website's really great, obviously. I think we should steal from that.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, eh?
Mm,
I've worn many hats in my life. Is that what you're looking at?
yeah, I think that is really good. And I also really like the part above about your process. I wonder if we can kind of combine those two.
Yeah.
This is a really great maybe hook as a purpose-driven leader. And we might tweak that because we are maybe not using that, but any purpose-driven part. But you know you're meant to make a big impact on your community and the world at large. All that's holding you back is a little misalignment. I like that. All that's holding you back is a little misalignment.
Where do you see that?
What your why matters on your homepage. Oh, that's a great picture too. Holding your coffee. I've worn many hats in my life, nonprofit leader, entrepreneur, mother, community builder. In every role, getting clear on my why has been incredibly powerful. When you get crystal clear on your purpose, you set the stage for a quantum leap in your work and life. Confusion and chaos disappear, clarity and calm take center stage. You find your wow and you move toward your goals with bold confidence. Executing your strategic plan becomes exciting and invigorating. No, really. Yeah. What about that?
Is this like at the part where I'm talking about my track record or just
Yeah.
generally?
I'm just thinking like your track record is, and before that, like your secret sauce and your track record. Your secret sauce is your plant, your process. So I like that you talk about your process in this.
You're right. This is good. I really don't read the website very often.
No, we don't do that because we're busy. Together we go through it. Okay, let's see. What if it was like, just bear with me. What if it was ooh, it's getting untidy in this doc. Okay, great. I want it to look different. Okay. So what about if it's like, you're not alone, and then all that's holding you back is a little misalignment. And then
I like that.
Mm. When you get crystal clear on your purpose, you set the stage for a quantum leap and you find your flow. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm reading your website. I look like
No,
I'm
that's okay.
staring off into space.
I was just laughing at the executing your strategic plan becomes invigorating.
Oh, this is all really good too.
I know, that's why it's hard to choose.
I know.
That's why this profile thing overwhelms me. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, usually people don't have so much good stuff to draw from.
Oh, okay. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Uh, mm, mm. Ooh,
I should
okay,
just
this
like
is great.
I should just copy paste the copy and make posts out of that. Honestly, that'd be easy.
100%. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I can let you go if you want. I can just play around with this because I think everything you need is right here. This doc is chaotic. Woo! Stressing me out. Okay. Uh, mm, maybe it is. Okay, so this I think would be the not your fault. I'll leave what we have written, but I think the website stuff is the best. Mm.
Oh,
Okay, and then your call to action. I think that's what you need. What do you want your call to action to be? Get started.
yeah, I don't know. I just want people to be my friend for now.
Okay. So then we could just say that.
Like connect. Let's
yeah.
connect. Like, I don't even, yeah, I don't know what my problem is, why I don't want to make sales. It's ridiculous.
Well, it doesn't sound like you have a sales problem.
Not really, like not a big one. Not really. Like, you know, just more like, yeah, I want to find more aligned clients.
Um,
So let's connect and see if I don't know, let's have, like, even like reach out to me through LinkedIn. Like, I don't even want to book a discovery call.
okay, let's connect.
Send me a DM or whatever it's called.
What about like, and let's chat about your why.
Yeah,
Send me a
sure.
message and let's chat about your why.
Like, I know this sounds weird, but like I almost want to get more like collaborators even.
Yeah.
Like I want to connect with people that do similar work and so I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Build like a network.
I'm here to build my network with
Like-minded people.
yeah, with Let's connect. Send me a message and let's chat about your mission.
What, yeah, let's chat about what makes you, what lights you up or something, or what, like even like a collaborator, it doesn't have to be a client, just like, what are you excited about,
with collaborators. Collaborators,
Entrepreneur.
like-minded people.
Yeah.
Let's connect. Send me a message and let's chat about what lights you up. I think that's nice and friendly.
Yeah, I like that actually. I really like it. It's less daunting than like book a discovery call, because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of commitment for me. I'm like just talking to somebody and I don't know who they are. I like to kind of find out a little bit about them first.
Yeah, I think
Anyway.
that's totally fine.
Yeah, I need to
especially
figure
where
out.
you have these different industries that you're kind of
Yeah.
chatting with. Like it makes sense that you'd get more information before you just like hop on a call.
Yeah, exactly. That's like JL's strategy is discovery calls, but for me, I feel like it takes a lot of energy to talk to somebody. Rather like maybe creep them online first or something. Maybe I'm just kind of figuring this out now.
Oh yeah, like lots of people sell stuff through DMs and messages. Like that's what they do. They don't jump on calls and stuff like that.
Honestly, that
Oh
could
yeah.
be. Yeah. And like if we're vibing, it's kind of like you're on Tinder, right? And you chat for a little while and you're like, well, if you vibe, then you go for a coffee. Not
Yeah.
like right away.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be so weird if someone was like, "Hey, want to meet tonight?" I'd be like, "Whoa, whoa. I don't know anything about you."
Yeah. That's how I feel when people book a discovery call with me. I'm like, who are you? Like they
Yeah.
can't book a discovery call with me just like that. I don't have a book, on my website. I'm like, that's just, it's too
Uh,
forward. I don't know. I don't like if I had a sales team, sure, but I get
I feel the same way. If all of a sudden there
okay.
was just a stranger popped in my calendar, I'd be like, "What?
No,
What?
yeah,
I don't want to go in blind like that."
no, exactly. So I got to figure out that. But this is great, Carly. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have it down here below for you. So it's like all the same font and stuff. Um, take a look at that and see what you
Oh,
think.
nice. Oh, okay. Wow, you're efficient. Ooh, okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, we can work on that. But I think that there's good stuff in here.
This is amazing. I don't think I could have come up with this, like, no matter how much time I put into it. Like, it's just, you're just good at this, obviously.
Well, no, it's if it was just me doing it by myself, I'd also be like, "Oh, I don't know." And like get up and stop.
Okay.
When you're chatting it through with someone else, it's like, "No, no, we're gonna do this." Then
Yeah,
then you do it.
I think yeah, that's the thing. ADHD kind of thing. Like, if I were to do it on my own, I'd be like,
Mm.
overwhelmed. But I mean, you did most you did all of this, but I just mean, yeah.
No, it turns out actually Shannon did.
No,
Shannon.
but yeah, but even just to like pull the right things and like organize it, I find it really hard. Like even just editing text, like organizing the texts. That's what I find hard with creating posts and just writing in
Mm.
general, like reports, and just
Uh,
takes so much executive function.
I know it's hard to like see it all.
Yeah,
Um,
but I
this would
think you're
be these would be really good posts. Let's be frank, these are not good whys, they are distractions. Like you could do a post on each why and how it's not a good why and it's a distraction.
mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you took that from the website.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll have a think about this opening. I think we could have something. I'm sure there's something on your website that she already did that's
Oh
better.
yeah. Definitely this is just, yeah. I just
Yep.
wrote that quickly. So I could go have a look on the website and find, I think even just like in my about or that first page that talks about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been asking why, an advocate for asking why and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
think there's a part where she says, I've been asking why for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be great. I feel like I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm an advocate for asking why, then asking it again and again until you get to the really good stuff. I've always been
Ooh.
curiosity driven, understanding deeper motivations, driving any action or decision intrigues me greatly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't,
like that first part. Where did you find that?
that's on the about page. So I
Okay.
could just put,
Um, I'm gonna have, yeah, I like that part. I'm just gonna put it over now, and then I guess I better go make dinner. Oh, you got it? Okay.
so instead of, hi, I'm Natalie, I wouldn't say that, right?
No.
I would just say, I am an advocate for
Yeah.
asking why,
Mm-hmm.
then asking it again and again until I get to the really good stuff.
Yes. Love that. Because then they're like, what's the good stuff? What are you talking about? Um,
I've always been curiosity driven. Understanding the deeper motive driving any action intrigues me. Is that a hook?
no,
You
I
think?
think I would take that out.
The curiosity driven thing.
After yeah, this paragraph, I've always been curiosity driven. Without a strong why as your guide, how will you know if you've made the impact you wanted? Okay, maybe like
Hmm.
maybe I would just cut this out and just have that
Hmm. Okay.
maybe, and then you could launch right into
I like that.
does this sound like you, or does this sound familiar, or something like that? Can you relate? Blah blah blah. The tricky bit
Fantastic.
is for only why. Have tos.
I like that we let our whys get tangled up with shoulds and have to.
Mm,
That's pretty good. That's a good
yeah,
line.
it is. Let's bold that baby. That's good.
Yeah,
Um,
good idea.
and so think about these three. Do we want to have something like we came up with above that has like something for each of those three groups you work with? Or do you want to leave it at that? But then I think you can still leave this.
The three groups, you mean, sorry, for the
For the like when we brainstormed about up here, does this sound familiar? And there was something for nonprofit, something for teams, something for
Mhm.
business owners.
Mhm.
Just put it in brackets down here, maybe.
I like that.
Mm-mm-mm.
So it's either or one of those?
Yeah, I'd say like my brain can't read these and understand what they are right now. But that's not a criticism of that. Did I just delete that, or did you?
No, you did, but I think it's okay.
Um,
I think I prefer the ones that we wrote, if that's
okay.
what you're asking,
Mm-hmm.
because I think these are just, they're a little bit more geared towards nonprofits, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, the ones that she wrote, because at the time I was more working with nonprofits. Yeah. But then that's repeated up above, right? So
Mm.
does this sound familiar? But we can delete it.
Wait, what? Where? Oh,
Does this sound familiar pulled in different directions?
oh yeah, you're right. Well, my brain's starting to get fried, I guess.
You getting tired?
Didn't we have something? Did we do something else for the? Yes, this. Sorry, this is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
can't see my
just,
screen. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're probably like, what the hell are we doing?
no,
Um,
no. Oh, the 3 pain
fine.
points.
It needs to be written differently, but instead we let your whys get tangled up with your shoulds and have tos. Mhm. Okay, so we need to come up with like a should way of saying each of these things. Instead of
Oh,
just
yeah.
listing them. And then let's be frank, these are not good whys, they are distractions. Written in the same kind of way she had.
Is that the pain points? Or that's the rocks?
1 second. I can go, just tell her I'll go in a few minutes. Yeah, good question. Oh, my coffee is hitting and I'm riding this wave. Woo!
So funny. Yeah, like when we say instead we let our whys get tangled with the shoulds, then are we writing like a
Yeah, so
rock?
this should be the pain. We got that. And then tricky bit is that we forget our tune. This is kind of like the rocks or the throwing rocks. I just need to write it out from my own brain.
Okay.
Right.
You're not alone.
I really like that sentence, but I might need to. Oh wait, would this not just go with this?
Oh, yeah, because we're talking about why. Ooh, yeah, I like it.
And then the tricky bit is and this needs to go there. I wonder if Shannon's like arms are itching or something. She feels like she's being Frankensteined over here. Helping you gain clarity. Okay, maybe we just don't need this. Let me think here. I don't know if we need them because I think that this saying that they're not wise or distractions is showing them that they're looking at the wrong thing. That is the throwing rocks and then you're selling the dream and then it leads into your secret sauce or your framework and the why you and then your call to action.
This is all well and good if your organization only exists to operate in chaos. But of course, we know that's not the case. When you get crystal clearing, it's that there's quantum we see in your work in life. Yeah. Yeah, like the problem is you're in chaos, you don't know what direction you're going. And then you're like, these are distractions.
These are not good whys, they are distractions.
Yeah, although are those whys?
Yeah, no, that's what I was just thinking too. These are not
yeah.
These are distractions from these are distractions. The tricky bit is when we forget that our true purpose isn't only why meant to be. I think maybe we just need that then. What do you think?
Yeah.
I need to like read this. I think I need to stop and then go back and read it.
Yeah.
That's getting jumbled up in my brain, but I think I can rejigger it.
Yeah, no, I feel the same.
Okay.
I think this is like
almost
really
it's almost there.
Yes. This is awesome. Sweet.
Thanks, Shannon. Actually, just take everything from your website, put it in ChatGPT, be like, give me this framework, and then it'll spit it out.
That'd be the easier way to do it.
Try that.
But no, this is awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
I hate that. No, thank you. Sorry, I kept you late. Oh, I didn't realize it was so late. I'm sorry.
No, I mean it's for you. I mean, you're helping me, so thank you.
Well, no, I didn't need to keep you on here. But I'll go back and look at it after I've sobered up from caffeine a little, whatever that is.
Yeah, no, this is great. I'll be more confident with my LinkedIn, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yay, great.
So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a good
Bye.
evening.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.